Welcome to an all-new Lay It Omni. Allow me to lay it on you. So guys, I don't know if you heard, but apparently Dr. Robotnik, that's right, the evil villain of the Sonic franchise, okay, Eggman himself, has officially been Twitter canceled. That's right. That's today's headline. At Foolish Banana, and a lot of you guys asked me to talk about this really quickly, saying Dr. Eggman's voice actor went off the rails again. He had a meltdown last year too. And from what I've heard and been seeing trending, hashtag recast Eggman has been spammed left and right all weekend. This seems pretty absurd. Let's look into this together, shall we? So this person made a tweet that said the official voice actor for Dr. Eggman, aka Mike Pollock, okay, has encouraged his fan base to publicly call me slurs in a now deleted tweet. Please spread this tweet around and do not let him get away with this. Stop him. Stop Dr. Eggman, but in real life. So Dr. Eggman in real life is an actual villain? He was calling people slurs? So the image starts with here, for those of you guys who don't navigate Twitter, it says, I'm low-key excited for when we get new Eggman recast. The current voice is such a Zionist a-hole and it sucks so much. Who do you guys think could best replace him? Okay, so this person was just like, hey, I don't like Mike Pollock. He's a Zionist. Let's replace him. And then follow up and said, hey, can you tell your weirdo fan base to not call me slurs in the DMs? And I'm going to probably have to block some of this out because YouTube has been demonetizing me like left and right for just saying like baby words like frick. So, okay, but just use your imagination. R-word watermelon sucking whore is what that person was called. And Mike Pollock said, hey, weirdo fan base, don't call Juno slurs in DMs. Do it publicly, I guess. So his form of a jerk was saying, look, if you're going to call this person slurs, don't do it in private, just do it in public. Kind of like not trying to help his audience to disengage, I guess, from this, the assault that was happening on, I guess, their behalf. So as you can see, the replies, right, immediately snitched to Sega. She said, Sega, do you stand for this behavior? went straight for his income, went straight for his money source, right? If you are a person on the internet and you work for a major corporation, okay, and you are out here like gooning on Twitter, being a madman, okay, you have to be ready for someone to come here and just at your employer, right? Like just at any point in time. Like I don't understand why people still don't understand the internet, right? But like you can do way less and somebody will at freaking Sega and the FBI just because they can. One of your voice actors has encouraged his fan base to publicly call me slurs. Does your company stand for this behavior? At Sega, hire someone new or you'll lose money and fans. Sega, this is absolutely unacceptable behavior for one of your voice actors. The official Eggman parody account. This guy is funny, by the way. Said, greetings, this is your genius overlord with an announcement. The voice actor known as Mike Pollock sounds very similar to me. However, he has said things that could tarnish my reputation. Therefore, I ask you repost this. Glory to the Eggman Empire and hashtag recast Eggman. So now we have Twitter Eggman trying to cancel the voice actor of Eggman. Okay, are you keeping up? Trying to cancel Mike Pollock for his heinous behavior. This one's a clip. It says, this clip makes so much more sense now.
At HyperCole64 asks if we've ever had a bad time with something called an Undertale. Well, I'm kind of a pacifist, if you know what I mean. I'd never do something to anger Sans like that. I mean, what kind of monster would you have to be?
Personally, I'm more of a fan of the genocide playthrough.
Crazy word, crazy times we live in. We got Dr. Robotnik talking about being a fan of the genocide playthrough on Undertale, but they're making a joke because he's a Zionist, which is some crazy work, Twitter. Y'all, that's some... My boy Salty Dan, aka not Salty DK Dan, he had said Mike Pollock needs to be replaced as Eggman, full stop. This is insane. Even beyond the situation and the rampant Zionism, he frequently and inappropriately interacts with fans and minors online and is mean to people for no real reason beyond him just feeling like it. I mean, you can be mean for real. I'm okay with that. I mean, being like mean to fans, especially if you're like Eggman, I'm cool with that, right? I guess it's the rampant Zionism that people are trying to attack him about. But for real, like if you got like some older dude and he's just old and he's just being mean to his online audience and he's literally Eggman, I would give that one a pass. So this tweet right here is from 2024. Okay, so this isn't the first time that Mike Pollock, I guess, has been in Twitter drama. I guess, for saying Zionist rhetoric. He said, since Mike Pollock is doubling down on his Zionist beliefs and going back on his apology, I just want to double down and say free Palestine. It's not anti-Semitic to be against the genocide on Palestinians, nor is it Hamas propaganda. This is a one-sided conflict, okay? So this is not the first time that Mike Pollock has found himself in the middle of this conflict, and it sounds like he was speaking up during this whole Israeli-Palestine conflict. This was July 11th, 2024 of last year. So that seemed to be the narrative so far. I need to look more into what Mike Pollock was saying because I think there was some deleted tweets as well, but it reads here as an update, okay, as of like yesterday or today, that said, oh wow, it definitely seems like Sega got in touch with him. Now he's going into full damage control mode. There's a very real possibility that Eggman might be recast in the near future. So, you know, people go on Twitter, right? You're like, whatever, it's just Twitter. No one actually gets canceled. This might be a actual legit situation where a person is literally, and I mean, I don't mean this to like as bait. This isn't like trolling. This isn't like me put on the title. Just this man might have actually got canceled. It reads here from this guy that says, Telekinestic Man. Last week, I received a privacy complaint on my video, a critique on Sonic in 2021 in relation to the Mike Pollock segment. According to YouTube, the affected person is the only one who can make the claim. If true, Mike Pollock tried to censor and delete my video and he failed. Obviously, this has happened after further Twitter controversy. That's entirely his own fault. I don't use Twitter anymore, but I know my video was shared a lot last week. The video was released 4 years ago, but suddenly now it's received a complaint. Coincidence? For once, YouTube did good, suggesting that the only person that could have taken this man's video talking about Mike Pollock back in 2021. Dang, so this man was in drama in 2024 and in 2021 too? But yeah, it looks like YouTube actually had a W and said, we would like to inform you that we received a privacy concern about your content. Before we review the content, we would like to give you an opportunity to review it, blah, blah, blah. Receiving this notice does not imply the violation. And then it looks like they were able to keep their video up. So yeah, did he try to take it down? But yeah, it looks like he could be gone. This was a tweet that he made yesterday. And I'm checking tweets of his tweets because sometimes these tweets get deleted. I think he's been deleting a few so far, but I'm gonna go to his page eventually. It said, recasting is a possibility in any acting role. It's a business decision. My focus is always on the work and the opportunities I have. Suggesting, yeah. And I just found out this man is the voice of Eggman since 2003. It's 2025. This man is getting canceled being the voice actor of Egg. This is like as big as like what's his name, Martinet, the voice of Mario being canceled for just wilding out on Twitter. So let's go to the scene of the crime here. Okay, Mike Pollock. Okay, he's a voice actor. Eggman since 2003. Opinions are minds. Yeah, just a dude, you know, just a dude. And as I look on his Twitter, the last post, official post that I can see was as of February 3rd. And so was it only replies? Like, did he delete all his tweets? Anyway, I've been scrolling down his replies and it's just him replying to like random people like nonstop. Like his fans, it's like he's just having a conversation. I'll tell Kevin James, you think he looks like Adam Sandler. I don't think the bristles are that worn out. He's literally just replying to everyone nonstop that talks to him. So let's wrap it up. We're getting to the end of this. I tried to look at Mike Pollock's Twitter, but it's literally just littered with spam. It's just spam. I don't know if he's trying to hide what he's saying or he just spams like this nonstop. But you guys linked me to this Reddit post, and there was another one too as well, in the actual official Sonic the Hedgehog Reddit, saying facts about the Mike Pollock drama as best as I can understand them. This post is intended to showcase Pollock's beliefs and his recent rants on social media to the best of my ability. I will try my best to avoid bias and current misconceptions of the matter. Very important to know is that this whole deal is indeed not a hacking. He himself was writing all that crazy stuff. There is mentioned in his Twitter live stream. People claiming it being AI is probably kids absolutely in disbelief. Context, Mike Pollock is Jewish, having also a Jewish and very pro-Zionist entourage. This means that his views on the matter are extremely distorted. He has also confirmed that he does not follow the news, neither follows political discourse, and bases his actions solely on what his peers tell him about the matter. It is important to note he has made loose Zionist comments in the past, so consider that. Apparently, he got encouraged to post a link on the Internet Archive made by a family member, if I remember a cousin, because he felt he cannot afford to stay silent, has basically drank the Kool-Aid on the discourse of the hostages, and the pro-Palestinian discourse is anti-Semitic. It is important to note that he does condemn the violence against Palestinians, but his prioritizing on the matter on the hostages and the notion that anti-Semitism is now prevalent in those who are pro-Palestine is extremely misguided. His tirades on social media are, in my opinion, not short of responsible, and I wonder if Sega is going to fire Pollock over this, since Sonic Team team has made his best to not involve themselves in the Israel-Palestine conflict. I could try to hear more from the Twitter live stream right now, but I don't have the heart to listen. Cringe, stupid Twitter Sonic fans trying to troll him or do very cringe commentary for the clout chasing, so I will leave that part to the other users here. Okay, wait, now I remember this. I remember this vaguely. It was about 9 months ago where he was getting a little bit canceled because he had opened up a Twitter space or something like that. And people were criticizing his views and his disbeliefs, and then they were challenging him, and then he like opened up the Twitter space to kind of like rant about the Israeli-Palestine conflict being, you know, Jewish. And then apparently he like closed it down like immediately. And yeah, that's how Mike Pollock, aka Dr. Eggman, got canceled. There's still no confirmation from like Sega that he is going to be let go. It seems like this is a trend that he seems to find himself in, where I guess he starts just yapping, I guess, about whatever he wants to yap about. Sometimes he gets a little bit too belligerent, and then all the Sonic community people were like, hey, get him, get this pro-Zionist guy out of here right now. Plus also he supports the saying of slurs to his fan base. The takedown is true, and it was actually Mike Pollock trying to take down that video. And if he's talking about being recasted as well, Sonic is on the uptick right now. Okay, Sonic fans have been eating. We got Sonic 3 with Keanu Reeves, the Shadow, and we got video games coming out. Like, Sonic has been eaten and Sega has been eaten. There's no way that they need any of this kind of controversy whatsoever. And there are plenty of people, of voice actors, who can voice the voice of Eggman just as identically as he can. I'm surprised because I know that there's been a lot of voices for Sonic over the years, but I didn't realize the voice for Eggman stayed consistent almost the entire time. Like, I would thought they would have rotated, but I guess not. Anyway, that's all I have for this episode of Lay It Omni. You've just been laid. Moral of the story: these Twitter streets ain't safe. Okay, look, if you're gonna have these views, whatever views you want to have, all right, just keep it to yourself. Stay off Twitter. Don't post it on Twitter, bro. Like, because if you go out there, you're literally painting a target. It's interesting. There's some people, and this is just me joking around, all right? But there's a lot of people in the world who have problematic views that if you spew it on certain platforms, then you'll get canceled, you know, by the mob, whatever stance that may be, right? And some of it are actual horrible ones, right? But I feel like, you know, the people who are the smartest, you know, they just don't say anything. They just shut up, right? They keep their views, their racist views or whatever it is, their problematic views, but they just don't share it, okay? They may do it in practice or in person or whatever, but they don't, you know, go to the internet, the place where everybody exists just to hurt you, right? Imagine going to a place and everyone has a pitchfork and they're just waiting to stab someone. They're just looking for someone to give them a reason to just stab you. I don't care what you're doing. If you're being kind or nice, if you tweet, I just want to stab you, right? So imagine you go to this place full of all these people with pitchforks. And I guess maybe you get tipsy or drunk, you start speaking rhetoric. Or like, I think some people like it. They like that challenge, that back and forth of fighting. So it is what it is. I'll let you guys know if Eggman officially gets canceled or not. And you guys can let me know in the comments below how you feel about this whole fiasco. I'll catch you guys later. Y'all take it easy. Peace.